Hello there, this is Kendo Nagasaki, Peter Thornley, the man behind the mask, and I am watching Cheap Shot Entertainment this afternoon and this morning and tonight. Hope you all join me. Bye!
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome! Hello and welcome, Cheap Shot Nation, to another retro review that is retro with a WR, because we're reviewing wrestling. And slightly different to my normal podcast that I do on my own, I've also got some wrestling friends with me today. Friends. So I'm going to go round to my left and I'm going to introduce Conor. Hello.
Oh.
Yeah. He has been on the YouTube channel before, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah, doing some reviews. We've got Muzzy.
Yeet.
Say hello, Muzz.
Hi guys,
What's
what's
a
up?
delay with,
Oh, I got delayed.
It's like Muzzy in real life. There's a bit of a delay to the information.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm not
Martin
actually
takes
I'm
life.
actually on video call at the
Not
minute.
over yet.
I'm a bit delayed.
Yeah.
And last but not least, wearing his Such Good Shizzle t-shirt.
Yep, you can't see it,
It's
but
Eddie
I'm wearing
Cross.
it. Hello, everyone. Hello to the millions.
Come
Come
on,
on,
guys.
guys. Hello
Come
to
on,
the millions and
guys.
millions tuning in purely down to the fact that I'm on this episode.
I'm going to lose subscribers, aren't I?
No, you're going to gain quite a few, and I'm looking forward to every second of it.
Anyway,
No, you're
the
gonna gain
topic of
subscribers,
today's
you've got mayhem.
podcast on retro reviews is SummerSlam 2004. So we're going through the year 2004, approximately 20 years ago to when this will be released.
Approximately 12 months before the biggest birth in the history of births. Eddie Cross. It's just.
Yes, so Eddie Cross wasn't even a thought.
I was a thought. Was it? Yeah. The negotiations had started. There was a sit down discussion.
What was a thought?
Sit down discussion.
What, between your dad's ball sack and your mum's face?
I do apologise.
I love you, alright.
Great banter.
We'll get back on the podcast.
Oh my god!
Shall we make a baby?
No, stop! So there's a sit-down discussion.
This took and it was the 17th edition of SummerSlam. It was a joint pay-per-view with Raw and SmackDown because we was heavily into the brand split at the time.
Not that far.
And it was attended by 17,460 fans.
Nice.
So it did take place in Canada, in Toronto, Canada, at the Air Canada Centre.
Bizarro Land, as I kept saying.
Bizarro Land.
Is that what pay-per-view was just in Canada?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank.
Was that the same?
Yeah, possibly.
Might be like a different name of the stadium.
Possibly. The theme song officially was "Summertime Blues"
I've just read that. Yeah.
by Rush.
Oh, that's a nice song.
And the arena appears in the following games: SmackDown versus Raw 2006.
I was here for that.
So you have seen the arena.
I was one
7
twiddling
years
away on
old
that
at
whatever
that
Game Boy. No, not a Game Boy.
Game Boy.
No, not a Game Boy. Not a Game
You
Boy.
weren't even like,
PS
Tell you what.
something.
PS2
Yeah, I could do
probably.
that.
Day of Reckoning 2
on the original Xbox?
and
Was that on the
WrestleMania
original
20.
Xbox?
Day of Reckoning, I think, was
Original Xbox?
GameCube,
GameCube.
and WrestleMania 21 was original Xbox.
Jeez.
Before they amalgamated and made everyone SmackDown versus Raw.
I like SmackDown.
Yeah.
I've played SmackDown vs. Raw. I feel.
Any of them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We've got that. We had that one that I bought over, but
Yes. Which we've still got to play, which we will do.
We will do, and we'll review that
record
as well. Yeah.
That'd be great.
definitely.
So, just before we get on to the main part of the pay-per-view, we had Sunday Night Heat, which was, as I explained to Eddie Cross earlier, the original pre-show,
Yes.
where you actually got a match on the pre-show.
And we used to get matches up until a year ago, and then they just decided no.
And now, 20 years later, the
Yeah.
SummerSlam pre-show is as long as this pay-per-view.
It's as long as Monday Night Raw. A 3 hour. Why do you need a 3 hour pre-show?
as
Makes
long
no sense.
Probably to give people
long-
some TV time.
as the as long as SummerSlam 2004 it was. So So Sunday Night Heat.
My God. I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I've been hand delivered from the good people at
Thought Manor.
Thought Manor.
Thought
The best and most exquisite flatbread slash pizza. I mean, burst with flavour. It's almost as good as SummerSlam 2004.
Yes, and we'll continue on that. Baby.
Apart from that main event that no one talks about.
Well, whilst he took, we're going to talk about.
I wonder what it is. Oh my God.
So yeah, Sunday Night Heat. The match on Sunday Night Heat was Rob Van Dam versus Rene Dupree, which you cannot find on the network. # 999.
Almost, it's leaving now, isn't it? Network's no more soon.
Is it?
Yeah, about
Go to
20
network.
years.
I thought they were going to keep the network.
What about the
No, apparently they're on about sacking it all off together.
I
Apparently,
wonder how much that's.
2025.
$9.98 a month, brother?
Everything's going to Netflix in
The
2025.
streaming services are available, by the way.
Legal, of course.
Yeah,
Legal, yes. No, naughty.
it's going to Netflix next year. Well, I thought we were going to keep the network.
Can I
like
just
they did with
say-
Peacock.
I think it's a real shame that RVD was on the pre-show.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Rene Dupree.
Nah.
Is Rene Dupree related to Max and Maxine Dupree by chance? This is a question. This is a question that needs to be answered.
Possibly.
Especially
He
for
was
a young boy like me.
French living in Canada and now he's in Burton.
Ah!
Huh?
Yeah,
No.
not far away.
Really?
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God!
pretty sure it's Burton.
Imagine bumping into him in the middle of Burton.
Try and book him.
I don't know.
Imagine that, the headline. Rene Dupree versus Eddie Cross in a
Yeah, that would probably
in a French
First
win.
to achieve the French
French toast. Oh my! The winner that makes the best French toast of all time.
We had Sunday Night Heat, which was a weekly
Oh, okay.
episodic television program, usually filmed before a pay-per-view or before Raw.
Is it a bit
or
like-
something like that?
What main event is now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they had Velocity for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which is on the network.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yeah,
Heat's not. No, I couldn't find
Very
Heat
mad.
because I was going to start watching the pre-shows as well. But
yeah.
but it was Rob Van Dam versus Rene Dupree, and Rob Van Dam would come out victorious with this one. About a couple of years before his big run in the re-established
Yeah.
ECW.
I like Rob Van Dam.
When they had
No,
one night stand.
Shame that I've never got to properly see Rob Van Dam at his peak. 'Cause
I want to say this though.
I saw-
I felt like Rob Van Dam was very underrated back then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think he's one of the most underrated of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, I just felt like he should have got the push that he deserved because obviously people were very like amazed on what he did in the ring, and obviously with his acrobatics and obviously his martial arts as well. That he obviously had that background.
I think he ushered in a new wave of, from what I've seen, kind of
Stoners.
Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah.
420, bro. No, but
Yeah.
I think his style is ushered in, especially with a lot of the newer talent coming through now, like NXT and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very
Big
much
time.
inspired by Rob Van Dam
And Jeff
time.
Hardy.
and Jeff
Yeah,
Hardy. That Javon
Oh,
Evans
Jeff
has
Hardy,
said
mate.
that they're
Right,
his
Jeff
two
Hardy.
biggest inspirations.
So one's very mashed, and the other one's still pretty much going, isn't he?
Which one's matched?
Well, Jeff Hardy's mashed, isn't he?
I'd
He's
say
mashed
RVD is
up.
kind of
I
matched.
just
isn't
keep
it?
seeing him
Well,
sing.
he's personally mashed.
I
Isn't
keep
he?
seeing him
All
sing
the
about
time.
Joe Hendry in the woods.
Yeah. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, he's got a good voice, but I don't know, he's just out of it.
Muzzy got clapped.
You got to clap. You got to clap. He's got the clap.
I've got the clap, boys. I just can't stop clapping.
Let me say you won the RVD match.
RVD won the RVD and Rene Dupree match.
Fun fact.
That's good.
We just found out Rene Dupree lives in Burton.
I believe so. It could be wrong,
But
but I have seen him wrestle a couple of times.
Was he,
for Hope Wrestling. for that.
Yeah.
It looks very different now.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, was he part of the tag team one time? Ready to
La
Rob
Resistance.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
Sylvain Remier
Yeah.
And Rob Conway.
and Rob Conway.
Was it like, maybe it was like, yeah, I think it was like I don't know if I could be wrong. I don't know. It's a long time, but I think it was like it meant to be like a French tag team or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
La Resistance, mate.
La
Very
Resistance.
French.
Yeah.
See, this is where Muzzy. This is where we call him a little bit slow because he doesn't seem to pick up on the obvious things in life. But you know, we move on.
I mean, well, I mean, I am autistic.
If it was up to Muzzy, they'd be called the Resistance.
the
La Resistance.
Cheeky.
Okay, it's not over yet.
Well, speaking of La Resistance, we would see them later on in the pay-per-view, in fact. But we go into the first match, which is a 6-man tag match between the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon, newly joined by Spike as well.
Wow.
Who's the leader?
Who is the leader of the Dudley
No,
Boys
no, he
at
was.
this point.
Mate, Spike Dudley.
Very different look for him as well.
Yes.
He had the beard, he had really short hair,
very short,
Mad.
scraggly hair.
topless.
And he was also the ECW Cruiserweight
champ.
champion.
I've never seen Spike Dudley hit a move. The only videos I see of him is when he gets destroyed.
He hit a couple of moves in this one.
hits moves in this one, mate. He does really well in this one. But I was so engrossed in it, I just put the finish of the match on this one.
To be fair, though,
In my
Spike
notes.
Dudley, though, the amount of crazy spots he did as well, it's mad. Like what he did.
Yeah, it is. And they're going against Rey Mysterio
Booyah.
and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Paul London and Billy Kidman.
Wow.
What a team.
What a team!
When I was
It
younger,
is.
I thought that Paul London was English because his surname was
London.
That's another thing. Like,
His
you
name
get
is Paul.
from wrestling, like conspiracies that we all believed. I mean, I'm sure at some point everyone thought that the Undertaker and Kane were actual brothers.
Brothers, yeah.
Same with
No,
AJ.
they're not.
Yeah,
I still believe him, man.
Sorry.
A bit like Devon and Bubba Ray. They're actual brothers.
Yeah. From
Yeah.
Dudleyville.
Yeah.
Big
Big
Papa
dish.
Dudley.
Especially little brother Spike Dudley. Ooh.
So yeah, the six-man tag. Obviously, there's a storyline here between Rey Mysterio and Spike.
Oh, okay.
With Spike using his brothers to pick up the Cruiserweight Championship from Rey Mysterio, and then obviously the Dudley Boys, fresh off the back of the the Concrete Crypt match.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness, the Concrete Crypt match. Oh,
Very poor
I think they renamed it the Live Free or Die Hard match or something like
That's
that.
crazy.
But yeah, the Concrete Crypt match, fresh off that against The Undertaker. They were teamed with their brother, help him gain the championship, the Cruiserweight Championship, and obviously thereafter the WWE Tag Team Championships from Paul London and Billy Kidman.
I just
Again,
find
what a team.
the Cruiserweight title thing is mad because, like, you look at it back in the day. I mean,
Yeah.
Swoggle. It was obviously Spike.
Ultimate Dragon.
But but then you look at how when they brought it back, like when they did the
Wow.
205 Live and fully invested in the Cruiserweight Classic and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really hot
It was
stuff.
so good, wasn't
Like
it?
it was so good,
So good.
and they really invested
I
in
liked
it. And like some of the matches on 205, just fantastic.
I'm about to say, like after Raw, like I think there was one point during Raw, or maybe after they did some like 205 live show, and I remember how well Neville, who's now known as Pac in AEW, who with his heel persona with that Cruiserweight Championship back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've
Yeah.
always- when they care about the Cruiserweight division, it's actually quite
It's
good.
actually good, isn't it? Yeah.
You can even say that
I
about
felt like they
back
should
in the
have
day,
kept
though.
that.
Yeah.
Gregory Howes was very
I mean,
good.
Yeah.
This is the time where Jamie Noble was heavily involved in the Cruiserweight Championship. Kidman.
Oh yeah.
Like
To Jerry.
Tajiri, got Mysterio, Spike.
Yeah.
It was stacked.
I wonder what
Yeah,
Terry was
they
doing
had Chavo
on this.
Guerrero at some
I
point
wonder if he was
after that.
running around causing
He's
chaos.
probably in TNA at this
Terry.
point.
I think.
Terry.
Terry.
Your
Tearing
best
up,
friend.
tearing up my best friend Rhino. Fantastic.
Yeah, you met Rhino, yeah.
My free pick.
The Dudleys win that one, don't they?
Yes, it would be a victory for the Dudley boys in this one. A bit chaotic, obviously. It's a 6-man tag. Referee does lose control.
No.
We
We never see that in 6-man tag.
No, absolutely not. I've never seen that ever. But there were some really big spots here. Like Spike Dudley jumped off the top rope into a double foot stomp, didn't he? But I mean, he doesn't fall when he hits it. He's
Oh my
all
God.
of it. Yeah,
He stomps and then jumps off.
yeah.
That's awful. Well, in a good way.
But yeah, he must have hit it well because otherwise,
He's not hit a slice spread as well.
Yeah, slice spread.
You call that the Eva Marie special.
Yeah, Dudley dog. I think. Didn't
I think so.
he? The Dudley dog. But it would be his as the referee's distracted by lots of things going on. The Dudley boys, Devon and Bubba Ray, would hit the 3D
What a
for
move.
Spike to crawl in and pick up the victory.
Oh,
Kidman?
Nice.
I didn't write down who he pinned.
I want to say Kidman.
Yeah,
take a wild guess, yeah.
yeah. Keeps
probably-
Mysterio
Relatively.
relatively well thought of, doesn't it? That.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely brilliant match.
Agreed.
Eddie Cross. If you ever go back and watch this paper, that is definitely one.
So, me, a bit of backstory to this. I was not aware, I'm making this very clear, I was not aware that we were meant to watch this pay-per-view prior to reviewing it. And you might think, what a stupid thing to say, Mr. Eddie. But no, I truly believed that we were going to watch this pay-per-view. Stupidly thought, I'm going to sit here for 3 hours and review a live pay-per-view or like a pre-recorded pay-per-view. But no, wasn't to be. So I've not watched this pay-per-view.
I did make it explicitly clear in the chat.
Yeah, but I'm just dumb. I'm just a stupid boy. So
Watch the pay.
You're a bit slow. Like Muzzy.
I should stop calling myself Muzzy. I'm a bit.
He was
slow.
too
I'm a
busy
bit,
thinking of his
of
chips
my pizza.
and his pizza.
Yeah, it was too much. So yeah, next time I will watch the pay-per-view.
And we are going to do some more different.
Yeah, and I've
podcasts
said
as well,
a
so.
suggestion that we pick a pay-per-view from our birth years. Obviously, for Luke, that'd be 1952. But we pick
That'll be the territories, brother.
I'd love that. It would
you
be
know
the
what?
territory,
You know
to be
what,
honest.
right? You know what? I was watching on the network just to steer off traffic. No, it was actually genuinely good. I can't remember what match it was, but it was WCW house shows.
Yeah.
From 1986.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's some
This
great
is amazing.
stuff, mate.
Like,
Great.
I can't remember what the match was, but I was like, this is just.
I was watching, what was I watching? Like Clash of Champions or something, and the staging was dead simple. It was just those gold tinsel things that you hang down.
Yeah.
But it looks so cool. Looks so cool. But the quality of the wrestling on this show is so good as well. It's definitely one to watch if you're picking up different ideas.
If you're bored of watching the same old stuff nowadays, like AEW, go to the network.
Or Netflix.
But the only time I would ever watch AEW if there's like if there's a good match on or like a good card, that's a very rare occasion.
I mean, I would go to All In, but I'm currently occupied as I am, unlike Muzzy, making the towns. I am attending the 25th of August at DM Wrestling. So
wow, you're firing shots at me.
Like I think his new nickname's the Dropout, Mr. Muzzy.
Sorry about work.
Mr. I'm sorry, I remember I had work that I've been roped on for.
So, yeah.
I am in a different part. I'm on the opposite side of the country, actually.
Mr. Every Little Helps, Muzzy.
The reason why I won't be attending on the 25th of August because I'm actually at work earning money.
Oh.
But as much as
we're still going to come up and test you.
To be honest with you, I'd rather wrestle and get battered in a ring than work like a 6-hour shift on Sunday. So
getting battered in the ring is always good, isn't it?
For example,
mate,
in our second match.
Yes.
Actually, I want to go back to that. Obviously, what you said about reviewing like pay-per-views from the years that were born. I was born in '99, so. And obviously,
again, a good year, but keep it for a different podcast, Moz.
Yeah, we don't want to give him too much.
We've got to move on.
I'm not going to give too much. I'm not
on
going to say much on it, but obviously, 99 was a good year as well for some pay-per-views. But yeah, anyway, moving on. We're back to the topic in hand.
Moving on.
We
go on to our first Raw match of the evening.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, this is one I was joking about earlier.
Yeah, it is a death till death do us part match.
Oh,
One of the strangest stipulations of all time.
Where
I've seen
the
stranger.
winner marries Lita.
What? When you think about it, back in them days, what a prize!
It's just
Who is
a
pregnant?
It's just a mad stipulation.
Ed
Really.
should have been in this match as well.
She, she,
Triple
she is,
threat. Custody of Lita ladder match.
in storyline, she is pregnant with Kane's child.
Which then leads to what an amazing sentence. Which then leads to it wasn't my
God.
fault.
Really? Oh my god!
Yes, it does.
This is after
yeah.
this. Oh.
Yeah, it does. Lisa Snitsky. Yeah.
What
Mate,
a
he just
what,
looked
what a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no! Sorry.
Stinsky just literally just
Oh, she
brought
could have
Mary
been the
Valentine
baby.
Guerrero volleyed the child out of nowhere.
Wasn't my fault.
That explains quite a bit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Right, so
Oh god.
It was a very hard hit match. from what I remember.
yeah, it was. Yeah, Hardy comes at Kane like full on in this match
With great balls of fire.
with great balls of fire.
That was a pay-per-view that happened.
Yes, it was.
That is
I think
true,
that's
yeah.
one we should review. Actually,
Oh my god!
I really don't want to. I really don't want to.
Can we just remember
I've
Kurt
watched it
Hawkins
in
versus
person this
Heath
time.
Slater made it onto the main card of that show, and it was interrupted by the ambulance attack. With Roman and Braun, so we're having a match, and then you kept cutting to the back. So these two poor guys, a bit like Muzzy, two poor ginger men, just scrapping it out in the middle. And
so
That's
yeah,
my heckler now.
I need answers to that.
the winner gets to marry Lita in this match. So Matt Hardy comes out. You think that Kane, being the bigger of the two, would be straight on this, be chucking him around and doing all sorts of stuff. But Matt Hardy,
Chucking Lita around instead.
yeah, it will be
Yeah.
because I'll get to the winner of the match in a minute. But
About the leader.
Matt Hardy he's got a game plan. He goes straight at it and takes it to Kane. And Kane's like he's unrecognizable really in terms of his offense in this match.
If
Yeah.
there's a curveball to this match, what if it ended in a double count out?
They both get to marry Lita.
Would it be a triple marriage? These are the
Marriage is
questions
on
that I need.
hold.
It's, you know,
No,
Well-
Lita gets to pick any man in the audience. That would happen.
The comment
No.
section will be left
Edge.
open on this paper
Yeah,
on this podcast. So,
yeah.
if you have any ideas of what would happen if it was a double count
I
out,
just need
Well,
questions.
if I know Vince McMahon of 2023,
I just-
someone would have been shat on.
Oh my! I just need, to be honest, I need answers for my questions. While Luke tries to collect himself.
right. So winner of this match
Winner of the match.
was Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
It was Kane. Lita tried to get involved with chucking in the ring bell, and that
Never a
would,
good idea.
yeah, that would be the distraction for the referee. Whilst Kane was up on top, I think Matt Hardy was going for a super
Duper flex.
yeah, what's it? Twist of Fate from the
Oh
top.
my
Oh,
god!
it was
Twist
twisted.
of Fate, because you got to pull out, you got to get the big moves in here,
Yeah.
haven't you? It's a big guy.
Big
Yeah,
stakes.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, big stakes.
Big moves.
You know, Lita's hand in marriage.
Connor's profusely sweating.
Yes, he is. He
Over the
wishes he
thought
was
of
in this
marrying
match.
Lita.
I want to say this, yeah. I want to say this with the
Yeah,
Lita. Obviously,
melon.
there were, back in that time, there'll be a lot of Lita fanboys being like, it should have been me.
Muzzy, I think that was 5-year-old you, mate. To be honest.
Actually, no, I was more into Kelly at that point. But, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was he back in the day?
What was it?
Mummy, why does that lady with red hair have melons on her chest?
Why did she have Martha footballs on her chest?
United.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Mummy, what is that?
But Kane would counter this with a super choke slam.
Oh, what is that? Is that
Yeah.
like super finish a bit?
Yes, it is. It's like they hit both the L1 and the R1 buttons at the same time.
That is now R2 and X. No.
Is it?
C. No.
Whatever.
Circle.
LT and RT on Xbox or LBRB or however you want to do it.
If you're a real gamer, it's on the PlayStation, mate. So.
Unless you get beaten by me with England on FIFA, then yeah, you know what I mean.
This kid never lets anything go, does he?
No.
Constant jibber jabber. So Kane got to keep Lita.
Yeah.
No, not for a long time, because obviously we know what happens in the future. But
I don't know what happens. I wasn't born.
So Super Chokeslam, Kane wins, and he got owned for most of the match.
just like
So,
Lita after
yeah.
the match.
Conor, calm down.
Yeah.
And
a breath.
Kane has to. Kane has to. Lita has to marry Kane.
Oh no!
Yes.
That sounds
She
like a fall.
definitely.
Just like every WWE wedding of all time, it goes perfectly well. There's no interference.
Absolutely.
It does actually.
And this time they're not.
Yes.
No priests get tombstoned or anything like that. It's all normal.
No.
Just like Linda McMahon.
Just normal, just a normal wedding, normal wrestling wedding, and it was to take
So
place
sensitive.
approximately 2 weeks after this pay-per-view.
Ah,
So
okay.
yes, so
it's a normal venue, not at an arena in front of thousands of people. Normal venue,
normal venue,
normal
definitely
priest.
not in a wrestling ring.
Definitely not.
Defo in a church. Defo's in a church, and obviously the wedding bells. Obviously, yeah, can't forget the wedding bells.
So yeah, we go into the back after this.
Ooh.
We've got Todd Grisham
Oh,
interviewing
I like
Oh,
Randy Orton.
I hear voices in my head.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
Actually,
Although,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
it
yeah.
is burning lights
Hey,
to start with.
for what-
Although,
hey,
yeah,
How does that go?
Hey,
Two-
nothing you can say.
Hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's going to change what you've done to me.
Now it's
Now it's time to shine. You're going to burn in my
He's
life.
still in evolution at this point. He's still in evolution because it's a mystery.
For a change that no one's seen.
But yeah, Todd Grisham is interviewing Randy Orton. He tells everybody how great he is and all that kind of.
And he's very young.
And he's very young, very young.
Remember that. That's a key point.
That is a key point. In this
How old is
paper.
he? 24 or 3. Yes.
Wow.
It's not.
4 or 3.
24 or 3.
23 and a half.
I say he didn't.
I think
he set a
24.
record, I do believe.
Yeah, because
Yes.
well, let's not spoil anything
Yeah,
for later
yeah,
on.
But yeah, for later
I'm sure
on, yeah,
people will have heard this or seen this pay per view anyway.
And even if they have, we're going to tell them all about it all over again.
Absolutely.
So I've
So,
definitely watched it.
100%.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Interrupt.
come on.
Yeah, John
Oh.
Cena interrupts the chain gang master himself.
Word life.
Word.
Yeah, Mr. Word Life, Mr. Thugonomics. Interrupts Randy Orton. So we've got 2 graduates of the same sort of
OVW.
OVW class.
And in the same class,
Previously
who else was in that same class?
Baptista.
Baptista lasers out of his arms and Brock Lesnar.
Good
All right.
grief.
All in the same class. That is
Can I remind
outrageous.
you what he's done in the?
I'm just talking about his developmental success.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So John Cena interrupts and
Right,
says,
rough.
I'll take it any time. And he finishes his
Good
pay
time.
per view with, ha, I think, something like that. But it's really weird.
Anyway, he's talking in his Eminem voice.
Yeah,
Eminem
Yeah.
voice.
Eminem
pretty
voice.
much Eminem. I would say more.
That's
more
the only
Marky
Eminem
Mark.
song I like. Genuinely, that's the only Eminem song I like.
Houdini.
What?
I like it too. I like it.
Houdini. Yeah, I like it. I like the beat.
Yeah.
It's good vibes.
Randy Orton vows to leave the youngest
Ooh,
ever
That's a big statement.
world heavyweight
I don't think he
champion.
does, because the man he's in the ring with,
Yes.
bloody hell, he's got
Yes.
some accomplishment.
Oh, Lightning Lewis, what a deadly man.
Again, follow Aspire Wrestling Alliance on all social media.
And Eddie Cross Wrestler. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't listen to that last part.
Sorry.
So we move on now. It is, in fact, a John Cena match.
Oh,
Yeah.
Muzzy's about to be
Jizz in his pants.
Cream all over
I
his
do
room.
believe, if I remember correctly, I think this was back when Cena was the United States champion, I do believe.
It was just after he lost it.
Oh,
In fact, he didn't lose it.
and he
John
calls
Cena fan.
himself a John Cena fan. Hey, was he doing the open challenge?
Yeah.
Was he wrestling
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn and Austin Theory and flipping Rusev?
in a tank.
Yeah, in
In
a
fact-
tank.
He didn't actually lose it. He was stripped of it
Oh,
by
no.
Kurt Angle, who
Oh,
was
you
the
bastard.
yeah, he was the
Look,
general manager of SmackDown at the time.
Man.
He was stripped of the title, and Booker T is the current.
Only because he had a
reigning
broken
defender.
freaking neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
it
mad,
was
though.
it was a broken leg at this
Just
point.
have a kneel
He was
through.
off the balcony. Yeah,
broken freaking.
dare he
thrown
say
off
the
the
chain
balcony in storyline.
How dare
But yeah, it is Cena versus Booker T. Booker.
King
Booker.
Booker.
Not King Booker yet.
Normal Booker.
Yeah, normal
He
Booker.
was King
T.
Booking what?
Oh, hell, you King Booker!
Yeah, it was a bit later,
I
wasn't
wonder what
it?
the T stands for in Booker T.
I don't know actually. The T stands for the T stands
Booker
for
ticket.
tenacious.
There you go, Booker ticket.
Yeah,
Tenacious.
Booker ticket. Yeah, Booker ticket.
Booker
Tenacious
Tenacious.
B.
Tenacious B.
Tenacious. Oh no. Oh no.
Bring back memories
I'll
for you.
get
Maybe
lost,
it means
right?
Tyrone.
Book
Tyrone.
Book Tyrone. It sounds like an
Book
advert on
Tyrone,
social
oh my
media
God.
for a wrestler, doesn't it?
Yeah, we need to book Tyrone.
Yo, Tyrone, what a wrestler.
So yeah,
Cena and
Booker T versus John Cena. It is the first of a 5 series, best of 5.
Which I said this earlier, isn't it a bit strange having the first match at a pay per view like
One of the big fours.
I think what they did was plan to have the first match on a pay per view.
Yep.
Did 3 matches in between.
Yep.
And then have the last one on the next SmackDown pay per view. So it was spread out, but it was still pretty cool.
I bet they're all 5-star
And
matches.
what do you?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier on the subject of this. What do you guys make of the format of the brand exclusive pay per views? Because I know they brought it back like 2016, 2017.
Here it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day it worked, but I think like 2016 I mean, they tried to make it work, but like it just didn't.
I think
like,
they tried.
it
Yeah,
didn't
I agree with you
kick in
there.
like it should have done.
They try too hard to make it a thing when they just can't make it a thing.
No.
Like the amount of draftees, if that's a word.
Yeah.
That they bring in.
Over.
I mean, you look at
change.
guys and they've not been seen on TV since they've been drafted, which was in like April. And like,
yeah.
well, look at what's his face? Odyssey Jones, if you know who that is from NXT.
Oh, yeah.
He's not appeared once on Raw.
No.
You look at what's his name?
Yeah.
Imperium, bold one.
Oh yeah,
Vinci.
Yeah,
Not like
Vinci.
Giovanni
Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci. Yeah, he's not been seen.
Yeah, and it's like back in the day.
Back in,
I think maybe like you said that the draft probably worked.
Yeah.
Where Cena switched on the same night.
I feel like everything back in this time, 2004,
it was suitable
everything
of the
was
time.
planned.
It had a meaning.
Yeah.
I'm going to say from 2000 to 2010, like I'd probably say like 2010, maybe a little bit later, it worked. But obviously, when it came to about 2016, it just like
I just don't think
just try to reload the same.
Yeah, it had meaning to it here. So best of 5 series. Again, another really, really good match. Sorry, there's football on in the background. I'm trying to listen.
He's getting distracted while he's talking about SummerSlam 2004.
Is there a derby?
So, yeah, it would, and Muzzy will love this, it would be John Cena who picked up the win in the first
yes
5 series.
And as
We love
John
you,
Cena
Cena.
said himself, it's not over yet.
Yes. So, I mean,
it's not
this match
going to be
was booked by,
until 2025.
this match was booked by a good friend, Tilo. I mean, you're either going to be going 1-on-1 against The Undertaker,
Or
having a tag team match, or a best of 5 series player.
That's an interesting thing what Muzzy just brought up about Cena, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've always respected Cena. I've never been a big fan of Cena for some reason.
Yeah.
I just don't know why. Yeah, I've always respected his work, obviously, though, and what he's given to the business. But I have said this: 2025, they'll put a world title on him.
Yeah.
I think, to be fair, like
It's a great Ric Flair's record. I think they'll make it interesting, mix it up with Cody and Orton and maybe Rock. That'd be a fun little thing. And
I think
Cena's
I think they need to do that.
Shown for a while.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like when I heard that Cena was going to announce his retirement, and it honestly it broke me because I was like he's the reason I got into wrestling. So it's like,
as most of the audience will understand, the rest of the people on the podcast are fully grown men, so we do not cry over the fact when John Cena retires. However, moving on to the next
you're getting a stunner.
segment. I can just imagine him crying into his crying.
I
into
was
his
just crying when I heard this. And I was literally sad. Okay,
It's 1-0.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
Conor wore
Can have
out
emotions.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot he played for them.
well, yeah, he's
Got
got
like beyond the halfway line.
That's
Oh.
just some soccer updates. For you guys.
Yes,
Soccer.
breaking news: Derby are losing.
What a shocker! And their former player,
The former player who they sold
he's still probably got Derby socks on.
Of course he
He's
has.
just scored against
just
them.
scored.
See your DNA, you're black and white.
Oh dear! Right, moving on. So yeah, that match would finish with a spinneroonie because Booker T doing
I can't do
spinneroonie.
it.
You did that.
He did the spinneroonie.
Sad.
He was showing out too much, and John Cena hit him with an FU.
It's a very silly thing to do. Just
Yes,
decide to
yeah.
do a spinneroonie.
Just spinneroonie in the middle of the
Just
ring.
why not?
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
yeah.
a bit like doing "Come on, guys" when you come out,
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
listen here,
Yeah,
right?
or shaking your belly when you go "Muzzywood."
Yeah. Or living out a big roar as you come out to scare people.
Wow. All right, guys,
Right, guys.
Right, okay.
calm it down.
It's about to flip the table.
We're going into the back again.
Oh, no,
More
not
back
More
action.
backstage.
You don't really get that very
action.
often anymore.
No,
on pay-per-view.
another
More
backstage
backstage.
segment. So we've got both of the general managers. General manager of Raw. Who was the general manager of Raw in 2004?
I'm back.
Eric Bischoff.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
there.
I knew that. I knew that.
Well, they always got
and
one
the other
right.
guy had his pants on the ground. It was Tilo, our good friend Tilo.
You know him personally.
Theodore. Yeah, absolutely.
Just like I know Rhino
Yeah.
very well.
Clack on his Virgil.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you spoke to him
How did
once.
that turn out
You spoke
for
to
you?
him once.
Well, he said no.
Yeah, so they're having a bit of bants and saying, "Oh yeah, SmackDown's better now, Raw's better." And,
Oh, the classic stuff.
and he was
The
saying
classic.
that he'd be happy.
My dad's
to-
bigger than your dad.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
brand's bigger than your
And
brand.
he'd be
Penis is
happy.
bigger than yours.
Well, I wasn't going to say
I
that. I wasn't going to.
wasn't
I wasn't going to make it dirty, Conor, on the podcast. But that's how you're going to.
He was saying they would be happy to sign Eugene because Eugene is Eric Bischoff's kayfabe nephew.
You know who reminds me of Eugene? Muzzy.
That's a little bit harsh.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, well,
I think that's a little. I think that's
Copy people's moves. Copy paste. Shudder.
Oh my God.
Yes, they'd be happy to sign Eugene. So if Eric Bischoff kicked Eugene off,
I think we've lost Conor, but I think Muzzy's also got apart from every little helps, they call him lukewarm Steve Austin.
With hair.
With
I
hair,
wonder why.
beer drinking.
Not like
antics.
I do a stunner or anything, lads.
yeah. So
Yeah.
they'd be happy to sign Eugene. Anyway, we move on to Diva Dodgeball, and then we move on to the next match.
Diva
We're not going to talk about Diva.
I was too
Diva
young to know what Diva
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
What? The
Diva blinking Dodgeball.
They
Right,
play with
so-
the melons on their chest.
So they had a whole pay per view,
Oh, yes.
and all these really good
No women's match.
wrestlers. They didn't have a match.
That's crazy.
They have
that is actually
Diva
crazy.
Dodgeball on
With the women's
SummerSlam.
champ.
Oh,
with the
for God's
women's
sake.
champ.
Genuinely, that is the most
I believe
Shocking.
Diva
It's
Search
the Diva
versus
Search.
actual divas.
genuinely that is the most shocking thing and such of the time.
As your
Yeah.
top says, that's probably what Winston said to it.
Yeah.
Such good
And the Diva Search,
Hey, bud.
the contestants included Maria,
Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool.
Gail
Oh.
Kim.
No,
she
Gail
was
Kim was on.
so
the-
frustrating,
yeah.
though, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's really cool to see how far it's come. Like the
Oh,
women's division,
100%,
like
yeah.
that is
Joy
shocking.
Giovanni, she wasn't on it for very long on
She
main
was
shows
fit.
for very long, but she.
Conor, calm down.
good.
Calm down.
Down boy. Down boy.
So yeah, there's quite a few named up and coming divas.
And if you said the champ as well, that's
Yeah,
pretty bad.
Trish
Yeah,
Stratus.
that's pretty
Yeah,
bad. isn't it?
Trish
Victoria.
Victoria was on the other
Okay.
team.
Connor was there.
Molly Holly.
Stop it, guys.
I
Molly
preferred,
Holly.
Molly Holly when she was Mighty Molly.
Like Nikki
Oh, yeah,
ASA.
she'll go for a super
Yes,
at that time, yeah.
Mighty Molly.
Mighty Molly.
You had Gail Kim.
I only remember
who
Gail Kim for eliminating herself in that battle royal.
else?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Not for
She just
Daniel
could be
Bryan before Bree.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Diva Dodgeball. We'll gloss over that one. We're not gonna have a.
I don't know what noises. I don't know what noises Muzzy just made. I don't know if that was.
I
for-
reckon he's watching
Diva
Dodgeball.
I think he's watching Diva Dodgeball. I think he's.
That's why he turned his
I think
camera off.
we've just heard him let out a little scream for the fact that we're skipping over it. Here he is.
I
red in
was
the
I was
face,
doing.
He's got
I was
no
doing
trousers on.
the voice to breathe. I was going to
Oh, he's turning the camera off.
Oh, he's good. Here we go.
I'm
Anyway.
back again, boys. Hello.
Oh, I preferred it when it was off, mate, to be honest.
I mean, I don't have a small face, so it's fine.
Triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Batista.
Give it to me. Who was it?
Batista
Chris Jericho.
versus Chris Jericho
Break the
back
walls
in his
down.
Y2J days.
Yep.
And Edge, who was the current reigning defending
I don't
babyface
know. I don't know who that is.
babyface Edge.
I only
Sorry,
know-
Adam.
I only know Adam.
Adam Copeland.
He wasn't the Rated R superstar at this point.
The
Remember,
rated.
he did the live sex show on Raw when he's
Oh,
Rated
good
R.
God.
With Lita,
With
Kane's
Lita,
wife.
who's Kane's wife at this point.
And then Ric Flair just
Flair
tries
come
to
out
go,
as well?
"Woo!"
No, Cena came out at that
John
point.
Cena. Didn't Ric Flair come out and then Cena came out as well?
I've
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah.
We need to watch that episode.
Honestly.
Yes,
No, we
we'll
don't
watch that
need to watch
episode
that
of Raw.
episode. We do not need to watch that episode of Monday Night Raw. Jesus Christ.
Oh, think about it now. Oh my goodness, right.
Such
So-
good shit, Nick.
Yeah, Champ is getting booed here. It's Bizarro World.
Oh,
In his
Literally, yeah.
homeland.
In his homeland.
wow.
Wow.
His-
They were cheering for
his
Batista.
hometown, I
That's
think, of
weird.
Toronto.
His hometown. Who's champ?
Edge. He was a champ. He was
Champ.
babyface.
To be
and he was
fair,
getting
at the
booed.
start of the match, Batista did jump him, and
Yeah.
it started off with Jericho and Batista.
Yeah.
Ah.
So he gets canned out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A bit mad though, isn't it? Champ and hometown hero getting the booze.
Booey.
Yeah. So got trying to use the ropes here. Obviously, it's triple threat. There's no rules.
No.
There was a
So
mean looking
anything
chop
goes.
block
No count
Yeah.
outs.
from the back.
Yeah, chop blocks. Batista get thrown out, and Edge.
Winning.
I'll put there. Edge in the walls, and Batista in Jericho out. Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's Luke reading
Yeah.
his.
That is my note.
That's the.
That is my note.
It's the 19.
that is-
I know it was a bit of back and forth, like
Yeah.
what Jericho could do to Batista,
Yeah.
Edge could do better.
Yeah.
A bit of back and forth.
like that.
in
Both
trying
of
to
them
get rid
being
of the big
Canadian,
guy,
they both wanted to get the best. Of course.
Yeah, trying to get.
And then
trying
Batista
to get
just
rid of
third
the big
wheeling,
guy. Yeah,
being from wherever he's
but
from.
Batista's a.
Can I just say it was a
badass,
very
right.
young looking Batista as well.
Yeah.
Less tattoos, longer
Batista's
hair.
badass.
Wow.
Right, full on
Yeah,
badass.
to be fair, though, I
Rip
think
one.
Batista.
Part of that OVW class of 2002.
I'm about to say because I watched a thing about Batista. Apparently, he started wrestling in his 30s or something like that, or something.
Yeah,
like
it's quite-
DDP did that as well. Wrestled at 33. We made his
I
debut.
think.
Yeah.
I think
No, wait,
Yeah.
Ray Barrett was in his 30s or something.
yeah, there's quite
that.
a few,
Yeah. It's mad.
including me.
Including Luke,
I'm the next one.
the next one.
The rising star, bro.
Apart from Luke, he's not in his 30s. He is in the.
I think.
He's in
Two
the
generations.
20s. He's in the 20s.
I think
he's in his 50s.
DDP actually debuted. Well, I think he made his debut, but he wasn't champion until he was about 40.
And he was, what was he? WCW World Champ. Yeah.
Jesus.
So
Fair
yeah,
play. It just shows age
So-
is just a number.
yeah, some
Anyone can do it.
some submission moves and
And
things like
execution.
that. Execution.
Nice.
Oh,
We've got
beautiful.
a massive spine buster here
Lovely.
from Batista
Batista.
with near 4 after that. So
Nice.
I am quite surprised that we're the fourth match in and no Spanish announce table is broken yet.
I think at one point they were chanting for the Spanish announce table though. So they were encouraging it.
Yeah.
They
know.
Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah,
any
too
announce
well.
table's going to go through, it's got to be the Spanish announce
Yeah.
table, isn't it?
Oh,
No, it's not.
100%.
They don't really break any now, do they? Really? It's
I
just
think
the
the
ones on the.
They were broken through probably mostly main events.
Yeah.
About half the
Yeah,
time.
definitely. So Jericho would hit a triangle drop kick on Batista. That's where he bounces off the turnbuckle and drop kicks to the outside.
Decent.
Um,
Oh yeah.
So
I get what you mean. So he guys on the apron and he jumps.
triangle drop kick.
I like that. I might start using that actually.
It's a cool move, actually. Yeah, people
It'll be
don't
cool.
use
It'll be
these.
cool when I do it.
Yeah.
As well.
People don't use these moves enough.
I agree. Yeah.
So Edge spears Jericho after that because he thinks he's going to get the win after that. But Edge spears Jericho and picks up the victory. Champion.
How was the reaction after?
On this day,
I think they started cheering him actually after that.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah,
we
what
did.
did
What
they describe it
now
as?
we're cheering you.
Bizarro Land.
Bizarro Land. Yeah.
Can I just say there was one match on the card where the fans started doing the Mexican wave?
Yes.
They
And
must
I,
have
think, I
been.
believe that's the next match,
Canadian
or
wave,
the
yeah.
one with for the world title.
It must have been
or the WWE Championship.
insanely bored or just felt creative.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with them in this pay-per-view because it was a really good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Solid card.
Yeah, I was invested in it
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Oh.
So, moving on. Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle rematch from WrestleMania 20.
I definitely need to watch both of those matches.
Rematch.
Have you not seen them?
I've only seen that one on the showcase on the game.
Oh my god!
That is how
Oh my
uneducated I am in these matches. But like I say, I don't know what you're talking about, Muzz. Right? You literally sat on a computer. You're not even here. Again, you're not making the times. You're not sat in.
I'm not on a
recording the
computer. I'm sat with my phone.
So,
like looking at the match.
yeah, I need to actually go and watch these matches. It'd probably be a good idea to get a bit of inspiration from an Eddie that's certainly better than I will ever be.
Yeah. So,
Here's a question. Here's a question, actually. What was your favourite Eddie Guerrero match?
I think we might have to come back to that.
Oh, that is a video in its
Yeah.
own right.
We can do favourite matches in a different podcast, I reckon. We've got loads of content.
I'll say that question.
We've got loads of ideas. Obviously, like Luke said earlier, the comments are always open. So if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions, that would be greatly appreciated.
As daft as they may be.
As daft as they may be, it gives us content to record. So
that is true.
So the story here is that Kurt Angle's just come back from an injury.
Wasn't Eddie Guerrero also trying to sell some of Kurt Angle's stuff?
Yes.
And Kurt Angle also tried to steal his lowrider.
Yeah.
Guerrero had the anti-theft device in, which was just I want to say a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they did loads of stuff on this.
It was a very good story to go back and watch.
And obviously, it's come over from WrestleMania 20, where Eddie Guerrero was the WWE champion at the time. And the story from that was that Eddie Guerrero loosened his boot as Kurt Angle went for the ankle lock, and he slipped out, and that caused the victory.
Fun. I mean, stuff like that.
It was Eddie versus JBL, I believe, in a steel cage.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle came and dressed up as his Conquistador?
Conquistador.
Oh, yeah.
And cost him the title, I believe.
Yeah,
that idea, though, the boot, I mean...
Yeah.
It's pretty clever, really.
Yeah,
it's such a resourceful move. Like, Guerrero's stuff is just like...
He was in the ankle lock, so he's going to loosen the boot.
No matter how much like it can be replicated, no one will ever do stuff like he did.
Absolutely.
Especially with like the chair spots, what Eddie does. Like,
they do try and replicate it here, almost.
Yeah,
because it would be an ankle that
I believe it was Kurt Angle's second match in 5 months?
Yeah, because obviously he's coming back from an injury.
Yeah.
And in storyline he'd been thrown off a balcony by Big Show.
Exactly.
Yeah. So his acting general manager. Yeah. Acting general manager of SmackDown, that's who stripped Cena of the title, and now he's going back and it's T-Lo now. All the way through, Kurt Angle's trying to go for the ankle lock.
Smart.
Very smart. It's his main move.
He also had Luther Reigns.
Yeah, he had Luther Reigns with him.
That is a name that I do know, actually.
With his massive earrings.
The original tribal chief.
Yes.
Nah.
Angle actually unlaces Eddie Guerrero's boot.
Ah.
And that is why I say
on commentary they were very baffled.
Yes. And why is he unlacing his boot? Why is he unlacing it? Well,
why is he doing
so that he couldn't kick the boot off?
Yeah.
If you've got no boot, you're just straight ankle lock, innit?
If I was
locks.
I'd beat him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Get a bit of duct tape. Wrap. You ain't getting out of that fast.
What would you do? Tape your arm to his ankle?
Either that. That's smarter than my idea. But yeah, that or
an awkward way to try and fit him.
Bite those toes.
No, but like tape over the laces and stuff. They wouldn't stand a chance. Cling foam it.
Oh my god!
College boys.
But
I might have not watched this pay-per-view, but goddamn, I know a lot about how to
yeah.
Tie a man
Stop.
up.
Tie a man up.
I'm not too-
about how to
Come on,
stop
guys.
laces being untied.
So Angle would come across quite desperate in this match because this part of the storyline was that he needed the victory. He needed it.
Yeah.
That validation of losing
The
at Mania.
validation
Yeah.
of losing at WrestleMania. So came off quite desperate for the win, but Eddie Guerrero would come back. He would manage to climb the top rope, even though he'd just been in ankle lock and he'd had his ankle beaten and battered. Superpowers of Eddie Guerrero climbs to the top. It does hit the frog splash and it does get a near fall.
Ooh, near fall splash.
Yeah, and the placement of Ankle's feet in the ankle lock is absolutely brilliant because this would be a little bit of a playoff between the two as Eddie Guerrero tries to kick out.
Yeah.
Angle would not let go of the ankle and eventually rolls over. Grapevines the leg. Love a grapevine in a submission move. Got to do the grapevine.
Tasty.
And Eddie would succumb to the ankle lock.
Wow.
Here,
Yeah.
just could not get out of that.
So revenge for
ankle
Kurt.
lock. Yeah, revenge for Kurt.
I think
Darby
have just scored in the preseason friendly, and I think Arthur might be the only person in the history to celebrate a preseason goal.
Sorry, are we like picking up Barcelona?
No, because you gave me no. Bit of context. You gave me no. You were giving me shit for Barcelona being crap, right? Shut up, Mush. You support Man United, right? Listen here.
Swiftly from wrestling to football.
No, so hang on. Let me just
The greatest team in the world
let me
just
just-
scored.
Newcastle.
Barcelona. Let me just air my grievance with Conor here, right? So saying that my team are bad, right? They literally won, right? They beat the champions of England, right? So you can't say anything to me.
What, to beat City in the
Yes.
pre-season?
Yes.
Wow.
It was 2-2, and then they won in penalties, 4-1.
Penalties
In the pre-season, man.
Yeah.
That doesn't even count.
So they've gone past the point of
Calm down, Ten Hag.
they've gone past the point of caring about the games, and have just
Calm
say,
down,
let's do pointless penalties to even more solidify. the
Yeah,
fact.
and someone might go and buy a beer or something.
Yeah,
and charge
literally,
them £6.
Or if
Yeah.
it's in America, $15.
Anyway, onto a European classic right
Yeah,
now.
we
classic.
yes. So Eddie Guerrero would succumb to the ankle lock. Like I say, love a grapevine.
Yeah.
The ankle.
Yeah.
Working on the grapevine.
Grapevine.
So that is the end of the match. Eddie Guerrero succumbs to the ankle lock, and Angle gets his retribution for
That word brings
Redemption.
bad memories. Let's not use retribution because I just think of that terrible, god awful stable.
I like that stable.
Why? You are the only man to like that stable.
I like the
Eddie,
Shaffer at
Eddie,
least.
Eddie,
I like
I think
the
you went through a
Froley.
period where you were obsessed with Flapjack.
yes.
Oh, was it
Oh,
Slapjack?
Slapjack. Can I
Slapjack.
just say, Flapjack is one of the
Slapjack.
most underrated professional wrestlers of all time.
Where is Slapjack now?
Wasn't that Jack?
No, that
Which one
was
was Flapjack?
Shane Thorne.
Slapjack.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Now a new gimmick has arose. No, arisen.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the whole thing of that stable was
terrible.
terrible.
You can
Which
just
is
tell they
like
tried to
Combined with COVID wrestling, that was
Yeah.
awful. What have we got up next, Sam?
Retribution.
The
Just
Catches Catch Can Classic, that is Eugene
Yay.
versus versus Triple H.
It's all about the game they play.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
All about
Eugene
control.
versus Triple H.
Anything you can say.
Timer.
Timer for the
Give
next
you-
match.
Yeah, bit
Oh, yeah,
of
so I forgot
backstory.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, bit of backstory on this
Oh,
one.
good God.
So, throughout 2004, Eugene has been waving his way towards the ring and towards a
Thumbs
match with
Biting his
Triple
thumb.
H, where Triple H has been manipulating Eugene, making him think he's his friend, giving him a Ric Flair robe. I mean,
Oh.
come on, woo!
Oh.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's an honour.
Yeah, I mean, he's had matches where he's tagged with Ric Flair, during this run. I
Yeah.
mean, how cool is that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's because
How cool is that?
it's because it's like someone asked Eugene who's his favourite wrestler and he said Triple H.
Yes, yeah,
But he's also just Rock and Stone Cold in the same sort of sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
manipulating made him an honorary member of Evolution, and then
Very
obviously Triple H being the dastardly heel that he is, beat down Eugene,
who
made
saw
him
that
bleed.
coming?
And he beat up his mentor.
And he beat up William Regal as well.
Oh no.
So
It's going well for Eugene.
got it. Yeah, he's got to get that. He's got to get that. Not retribution, something else.
Retaliation.
Revenge.
No, retaliation was the
Revenge.
name of the member as well. Good God Almighty.
He's got to get that revenge for his mentor.
Revenge.
The
The revenge tour is on.
Oh, God,
For Eugene.
and everyone calls me a mock.
he's got to get the revenge for Triple H beating up his mentor.
Yes, I agree.
The absolute legend that is William Regal.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Absolute legend.
Yeah.
No one ever said War Games as good as William Regal.
War Game.
I wasn't even thinking of just War Games. I was thinking of him as a. I mean, the match with Goldberg was just. something else.
Yeah, it did take him
I
to
love it. I love
Take
that.
him to the
You
cleaners.
watch that interview, and it's like
Unless you're rich, you don't talk about this
he
match.
was told like competitive 6-minute match,
Yeah.
and Regal was like, if I'm told a competitive 6-minute match, you get in a competitive.
Yeah.
And he tried to do everything. He was just like, I couldn't teach him to wrestle. Like,
But yes.
Still.
the protege, Eugene.
Triple H here in this match is playing the perfect villain.
Yeah.
He's picking on the vulnerable wrestler.
Can I just say, in this match, he also used Lillian Garcia as a shield
Yes.
against Eugene twice.
Twice.
Wow.
He also pushed her to the floor.
Yeah, once I think she actually genuinely got injured,
She
didn't
took
she?
a bump.
Yeah. Because she was wearing high heels. She
ankle.
Yeah. She went down.
I know all about rolling your ankles.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah, Conor knows.
Conor
well.
knows he is quite the pussy when it comes to playing football.
Oh,
there's a divot in the ground. Can you take me to A&E? Oh, I might miss the show. I might miss my booking. Oh. But then he's miraculously healed the next day for training. So,
No.
you know. Sorry.
Hey. Connor's Superman when it comes to recovery. He's literally like the modern day Wolverine.
So yeah, he plays the perfect villain here. Triple H he's quite taken aback with how Eugene wrestles in this match. Actually,
It's because he does like rock bottom, the stunner.
yeah, it does
Maybe
everything.
the AA. We don't know.
Yeah.
Even Nate's try and help Triple H in this one, but gets
He got
kicked
hit off
out.
the apron as well.
Got hit off the apron, got kicked out.
But then, to be fair, when Ric Flair was going back, William Regal came out.
Yeah, William Regal came out with the knocks. With the knocks.
The Jordan Lee special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
knocked him out, knocked Flair out, comes down to the ring. Couldn't quite stay.
He was telling Eugene to turn round,
Yeah.
but he turned round into the third
quite-
attempt of
yeah.
a pedigree.
Yeah, couldn't
And
quite save
was
the
it
match.
fully executed?
Yes,
It was.
fully executed this
And,
time.
no one kicks out of the pedigree.
No
Apart
one-
from the Ultimate Warrior.
Not the third time.
No, he only hit it once.
It was attempted 2 times.
Attempted
wasn't it?
It was
And then-
before he counted it. He counted it into a slingshot, I
slingshot,
believe, and I want to say a stunner.
Did he do
I'll
a
never
stunner? Did
forget
rock bottom
the
as well?
Ultimate Warrior Triple H thing.
Yes,
Hit the pedigree.
as well.
Straight up after the pedigree.
I liked that version of Triple H. I liked Hunter Hearst
Yeah,
Helmsley.
the blue
Warrior was
Yes.
like, that doesn't work for me, brother.
But Triple H was actually
Pretty
in a
much,
tag
yeah.
team with William Regal called the Blue Bloods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Lord Stephen Regal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they had the big puffy shirts. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It was great.
Yeah.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin used to have long blonde hair.
Stunning.
When he was stunning Steve Austin.
So yeah, Triple H got the win.
Yes.
With
With a pedigree.
Yeah. Trips gets the win. Eugene's distracted by William Regal coming out to try and make the save
What a shame.
and turns into the pedigree and pedigree hits.
Succumbs to the game.
What
The doom continues on.
Tonight.
So,
What have we got now?
last 2 matches here.
Ooh, last 2.
The WWE title on the line
Oh.
next.
Yeah.
And it was The Undertaker
Ooh.
player.
Dong.
Yeah. Back when he came back in 2004 after being buried alive in
Oh.
2003.
After a death.
Is this American Badass or
No,
No,
this
this
is back
came
back
back
to
as
Dead Man Undertaker.
The Dead Man Undertaker, yeah.
Yeah, back to Deadman Undertaker. Slightly longer hair, but not quite long.
Yeah.
Still
That
wearing
bob.
a big hat.
You know, he looks like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
His entrance is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of like the American
I
Badass,
think we all wish we had an entrance of the Undertaker.
American Badass, Muzz.
yeah, I'm trying to remember what year that he went from that to the obviously the gimmick that he stuck with for like quite a long time. I'm just trying to remember now because I remember he
It would be
about
2004. He got buried as an American Badass in Survivor Series 2003 by Kane.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And when he was going against Vince McMahon for beating up Stephanie McMahon, because
he returned as Deadman at WrestleMania that year.
Turned as Deadman at WrestleMania 20. Yeah.
Kane. Yeah.
And then he was back to Deadman for the rest of his run, basically, wasn't he?
The guy who's married.
Yeah, it's fair. Like, I would say Undertaker. Like, even when he came back as a dead man, like the fear that he brought into people's eyes, like, and that moment, he's like, wow,
he's one of the best.
He would go against the wrestling god,
Baron Corbin,
Jordan Lee.
Any advances?
For thought.
Yes. John Bradshaw Layfield.
Yay!
What a wrestler!
What a wrestler! The wrestling
bully
god
himself.
Yeah, he arrives in his white limo with the chief of staff,
Orlando Jordan.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I was going to say something funny about him actually.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, Ultimate Warrior, on the topic of Ultimate Warrior, I'm sure you've heard this story when he had a match in Spain. Have you heard about this?
Match in Spain.
So, Orlando Jordan was the current champion of the Spanish promotion, right? This is like late in Warrior's career, like 2009.
Yeah.
Like, he was just on his last tour.
I was going to say.
This indie show in Spain, right?
One of his farewell matches.
Literally, yeah. Orlando Jordan's this champ, right? Ultimate Warrior's like, doesn't run for me, pal. Beats Orlando Jordan, wins the title, and then gives it up. Doesn't give it back to Orlando Jordan, but just vacates.
Oh, wow.
Instead of putting Orlando Jordan over,
That sounds like Warrior.
he decided. No, that was about 5 years later. But yeah,
sounds like Warrior.
He did not want to be beaten by Orlando Jordan, so he decided to beat him and then relinquish the title of this Spanish promotion.
Lovely.
Yes. So I was going to mention it, and then you brought up his name, and I was like, yeah, perfect time.
So, Chief of Staff Orlando Jordan.
No Bashams, though.
No Bashams. Or
Gillian Hall.
Or Gillian Hall with a massive growth on her face.
I hate that.
And melons.
Why do you have to mention melons every time?
And watermelon.
And a beautiful singing voice.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I know you want me.
Sounds like
that boy.
I know you want me. Yeah. Where are you?
So, Champ here as another dastardly heel that JBL is, trying to cheat.
Oh.
Of course he's trying to cheat his way through.
To be fair, he did successfully use a chair.
Yes,
he did. On the ankle of Taker.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, Taker not having any of it. Working on the arm, going to go old school.
Trying on steps.
Yeah. Tried his arms off the steps. Did everything he could to try and because he used the Hell's Gate at this point as well, didn't he?
It was a very different style to Undertaker because he was doing MMA moves. I'm like, what the bloody hell is going on here?
Wore the long black coat where he's got the suit bones on as well, hasn't he?
That's bad.
He did do a lot of ground and pound submissions.
Yeah. He did change it up here.
It was like watching
he
Paddy
probably
the
knew
Baddy.
he was on his
Paddy the Baddie.
on his well, I say his last run on his way
like,
out. They lasted another 15, 20 years.
Well, I'd say, obviously his striking ability was amazing, though.
Yeah, I mean, punches great, weren't they?
Yeah, and they probably landed most of the time.
So JBL's working on left knee, as you've alluded to as well. And there's a kick out of a choke slam as well here, which is, the commentators are like, no one's ever kicked out of a choke slam. I'm pretty sure they have.
Yeah. No, is it an Undertaker choke slam? An Undertaker.
They also alluded to that no one's ever kicked out the clothesline from hell twice.
Yes, because that was hit twice. What a move. Clothesline from hell.
Yeah, and it's mad because you look at the oomph that people can put behind the clothesline. And it's a wonder that it's not really used much as a finisher anymore.
But the referee takes a ref bump.
Oh.
And then Jordan tries to count the thing with a dead ref.
Yeah.
With the arm.
Yeah. And take a still kicks out like it's believable. Yeah.
How does that happen? How does an unresponsive ref still have authority?
The commentary was like, "This is still works. It still legal. It still counts."
It's wearing the stripes, man.
It was Taz back in the day. Anything counted to Taz.
Fair.
He also said that he had a match with Undertaker, and he's like, "I don't know how he beat me."
By them rules, if the referee got taken out in a football match, you could pick up the whistle and go, give yourself a penalty.
A fan could run on, like Lino, make your own rules.
So there was also a kick out from clothesline from hell, of course. Twice. Like I say, the referee went down. Near fall from the last ride in the corner because JBL's on top here.
JBL had his ass out. I had to rewind it because I saw him kick out.
You had to rewind it because you wanted to see it.
Of course, Conor wants to see his bum, honestly.
It's very white. It wasn't the tender end of him.
Yeah, the ref wakes up.
Oh, what a miracle.
Just in time for Taker to hit him in the head with the belt.
Yeah, just in time for Taker to
JBL in the head with the belt.
Hit JBL with the belt.
Oh.
And after all that,
DQ finish.
it's a DQ finish.
Oh my God.
Yes!
What's a DQ
BS. How can you
But it does get better after.
It does.
Attack.
Yeah.
Yes, because there is an after-match attack.
Ooh.
He's been given the option to press triangle and go for the attack afterwards.
You press triangle, you get a cutscene, brother.
Yeah. So Undertaker goes after JBL.
Ooh.
Okay. So he gets JBL, he bashes him on the stairs. JBL gets cut open. Takes him over to the limo. So I think it was a suplex. No, it was a slam, wasn't it? Slam onto the
power
bonnet.
slammed him onto the bonnet.
Power slam onto the bonnet.
Broke
of
the
the
glass.
limo. Broke
Real
the glass.
glass.
Real glass. Your Premier River.
But it's not finished.
£10 limo.
It's not. As the man himself, Muzzy says, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, that is
Because
true.
Undertaker climbs.
Well, no, to be fair, they start playing Undertaker's music and it looks like he's done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's
Takes
walking
a
out.
shot down, he's done.
He's walking out. So,
Until-
then all this.
It does that back turn, you know.
It looks
I'm
back.
not finished with
Not-
you.
Not finished with you. Smack on the stairs. Slam on the bonnet of the car. And what do you think happened next?
I know what happened.
I think
next. actually watched
Eugene
the
came
pay-per-view.
back out and said,
I watched.
flood this ship.
Yeah.
It's not going out like this.
So, yeah, Eugene comes back out. No, he doesn't.
I was gonna say.
So,
I actually watched the pay-per-view.
Undertaker climbs onto the limo roof
And blew it up.
It turns into Jeff Hardy.
and turns into Jeff Hardy. He does
Shane
hit the
McMahon
swan
off a
top.
ladder.
Oh my
Uh,
God. He does a 450.
450 off the limo. Choke slams whilst he's doing the 450.
And a spinneroonie.
And a spinneroonie. He choke slams.
And then he started going, can't see me.
JBL through the roof of the limo.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really goodly. You couldn't tell it was paper before.
No,
There was
no.
no sag or anything.
And he gets out of the car. Doesn't he? He gets out of the back of the
Yeah.
car where he choke slams him. So it was really well done.
I know after the match, did a post-match footage of JBL being stretchered away.
Yes. And of course, Orlando Jordan, chief of staff, doing his job like he should, grabs the title and puts it on JBL's chest so he can hold it whilst he's going to the local medical facility.
Yeah. While he's unconscious and doesn't know what day it is.
Yes.
I'm still a champ.
What day is it? It's Tuesday.
So JBL still WWE champion.
Nice.
Boo. Boo.
It was actually a really good match.
It was a great match up
That's
to
a
the
bit
DQ finish,
For the-
but obviously
the BS
that's set up for the
Yeah, as long as we've got
attack at the
a
end.
choke slam and
Yeah.
all that jazz.
yeah, because they don't do any of this stuff anymore, or do they?
Not really.
No.
Not
I
really.
mean, I can't remember.
No.
I saw a limo.
No, not a lot, really. No.
I can remember last time I saw a car being smashed up and I would bought loads of tearing Jeff Hardy's car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
2015.
Or did you
Oh,
wait
yeah.
through the door and it almost hit the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm about to say, he absolutely destroys the crowd. He just launches it at the crowd, and the crowd's like, oh shit, but luckily, like, it didn't
Yeah.
like. Hit it.
Oh, we just
Oh,
want to
just-
apologise.
I said an
You're going to get monetised, mate. You
Oh,
You're not
can't be
getting
saying
paid
that.
now,
I'm not
brother.
popular
Don't-
enough to get monetized.
You can't be saying that stuff, mate. You're.
I mean
especially when
sugar.
you're
I mean
not even
sugar
here.
honey on an
I'm
iced tea.
sorry,
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. You can't tell me off. I meant sugar honey on an iced tea.
Especially when you're not even here, you can't be swearing, mate.
I mean, you
Market
can't
is not
see me,
good.
so technically, you know.
Oh, John Cena.
Oh, Cena. Anyway,
so-
anyway, moving on to the main event. Assuming.
Yeah, it is now the
Yeah.
last match, the main event of the evening. Oh, it is my dad versus his massive cup of tea.
Oh,
And it's huge.
and a custard cream biscuit, honestly.
And a custard cream
Yeah,
biscuit.
actually,
a whole
sweet
pack of
digestives.
The whole pack.
A whole pack of custard cream biscuits.
It's just shaking the table by and putting the mug on it as well.
No, he has actually got biscuits, but
Four
they are,
biscuits.
they are dark chocolate
Oh my
digestives.
god, he's got a chair!
How small are they now?
That is ridiculous.
You're a
They are-
sexy man, Arthur.
They are so small. They used to be massive back in the day.
So,
what?
yeah, so
Oh.
last match. The main event of the evening is a match from Raw, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Big Goldie.
And a prelude to who is
Whatever
in this
you
match.
want, whatever. I'll come back again.
And Conor singing the song in style of club music.
Yeah.
My favourite wrestler.
Yeah.
His favourite wrestler, Chris
Lightning
Benoit, defending the championship against Randy Orton.
Oh.
No, he's not trying to haystack. Easy, easy, easy.
As you alluded to earlier, though, Randy Orton looking to become the youngest world champ.
Yeah.
Youngest
In
world
the history of all
As I
time.
said,
We already know that Chris Benoit doesn't like young things.
oh god.
He hits and he swings and it's home run.
Oh my goodness.
Carry on.
It is supposed to be serious.
It is serious. That was a very
Will you
serious
be
comment.
serious? So yeah, Randy Orton trying to become the first ever, the youngest ever world heavyweight champion in the history of histories
Of all the times.
He
against
won
Chris
for gold.
Benoit, current champion, who won the championship in a triple threat match against Triple H and Shawn Michaels at
And he also
WrestleMania.
defended it at Backlash
Yes, in a triple threat match. Yes,
against the same people.
against the same people.
Oh,
Which is
back
a
to
very
back
good
triple threats.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Banger,
I
banger.
can't remember the last time
Banger,
that
banger.
happened.
Banger after banger.
Banger.
banger,
banger.
banger, banger.
Bang after
Um,
bang after
So
bang.
the match starts with a test of strength.
I love a good
Ooh.
test of strength.
Test of strength.
I always win
Or-
against Conor.
Yeah, or as JR would call it, a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. He's got a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Oh, he's got a weird test of strength. And all the time, the king is just referring to the divas throughout the whole pay-per-view.
And no melon.
And
Obviously, Jerry King Warner, he loves his divas. He loves his divas.
As he called him.
yeah,
Just like Muzzy when he was 5 years old, he can't get enough of the divas.
Just like
I mean,
Muzzy when he
who,
was
I
refereeing.
mean, who
And
was
see,
it?
pretty girls, bring it in.
There ain't nothing wrong with the watermelons, I'll tell you that.
So yeah, it starts with a test of strength. Randy Orton trying to get the sharpshooter on Chris Benoit.
Wow.
Oh.
Down here, maybe.
Yeah, which is
Missouri native.
Yes,
Randy
Missouri
Orton.
native
Beretta
in
Hitman
Toronto. And of course, Chris Benoit is Canadian.
He
Canadian.
needs nothing for them
Well,
anymore.
he's Edmonton, isn't he? Chris Benoit
I thought it was Vancouver.
was. I thought it was
Good old
Edmonton.
Canadian.
I will Google it, but I don't
They
know what
just
it's
Canada. We'll just call it Canada. It's all one big city.
Yeah.
So yeah, trying to get on to the sharpshooter, Randy Orton on Chris Benoit, which is one of Chris Benoit's moves. Tribute to Bret Hart, best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
I don't know.
Yeet.
There's better out there.
Yeah, I think we're getting
Connor's opinion
ideas.
is coming out now.
Ideas for future episodes.
I think
definitely.
Eugene was better than Bret Hart.
Well, it was. He did the 5 moves of steel.
And this goes from a sharpshooter to a crossface attempt.
Oh, we can't say that.
Oh, crossface count.
It's just crossface. If you use the other word, it's fine. It's fine because we do know someone who trains us all who uses the same move.
Conor Lewis.
It's
confused.
the
The
malicious
crossface.
You
So,
won't be after the next episode.
Here's the malicious.
they will be now. So my dad's joined us. It is half time in the triumphant Derby County
Arthur's
match.
bored, so he's drinking his
It's triumphant. All
drinking
right.
his coffee and
I'm
eating his
predicting it now.
extra small digestive biscuit, which I'm
What's
disgusted by the
score?
size of now. It's 1-1, I believe.
Yes.
But that is irrelevant because
That
we are
is,
back to
because
Anyway,
this is being released on the 15th of August.
It was being released on 15th of August.
This coincides with the 20th anniversary
We are-
of the pay-per-view.
Oh, we're living in the future.
Yes, we are living in the
Amazing.
future. How amazing!
Hello,
technology.
Hello, my future self.
In 3 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
So Orton breaks it with a shove into the post. So they managed to roll out of the ring and shove Benoit into the post. That's rather nasty. On the side, apron DDT. We've come back from Benoit. There's lots of slugfesting on the apron of the ring, as the commentator alluded to, and as we all know, it is the hardest part of the ring.
It's always
Yeah. And if it's certain,
not the rest of it, it's full of metal and
certain
wooden boards.
promotions don't even really have an apron to the ring because you can't really step on the side of the ring before climbing in. That is United Wrestling, by the way. Maybe it's just me and my size 12 feet.
I was going to say I've got size 13 feet as a young boy, and I don't find it an issue. I think you're just complaining a bit too much, Luke.
No, it's because I don't spend a lot of time on the apron.
He's got on party with girlfriend.
Oh gosh! Right.
Moving on.
So there is a dive and a miss. So this is a big turning point in the match.
What's that?
Chris Benoit trying to use the suicide dive or tope suicide.
Is this the one where he slices his back open? Or
No. This one, Orton sidesteps him as he's flying through the ropes, and he goes face first.
Does a Brie Bella?
Yeah, face first into the barricade.
That deadly barricade.
This is probably the first part of a lot of problems they had coming up. But let's talk about the wrestling side of this. Benoit was actually a really good wrestler.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame on his wrestling ability.
I'm not quite sure about that, but wrestling ability-wise, yeah, absolutely really good. But yeah, he'll never be mentioned. Yeah, I'm surprised it's still got half these pay-per-views on the network, to be honest. Diving headbutt, and after several German suplexes in here to Randy Orton from Chris Benoit as well. Relentless, in fact, really hard hitting German suplexes, and Orton would use this to his advantage because he'd go for one more, and he'd spin out and into a RKO out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. So a bit of
RKO.
RKO out of nowhere, and that is it. That is it.
And the crowd goes crazy because Randy Orton is the youngest world champion of all the time.
Yeah, it's almost like they had all of the confetti ready.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Not like you can see a bit dripping down during the show.
Yeah. And what would have happened if he didn't win? Confetti would have just been left up there.
Just stayed up there
for the next hockey match.
No, it would have dropped.
midway through a hockey game at the next time they use a stadium, and it's just.
Was this the only title that changed hands on the pay-per-view? It was, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah. Because the tag titles were the Raw tag titles.
Preoccupied in another match, weren't they?
Yeah,
Cruiserweight title was
Cruiserweight was in the same match.
Intercontinental didn't change.
Intercontinental
US
didn't change.
US
didn't change because it was best of 5. WWE didn't change because of DQ. So yeah, this is the only title that changed hands. And
You don't
we
get that
have
anymore, do you?
the youngest ever world
Still the
champion.
youngest today,
I think so.
I believe.
Mayhem.
I think of probably in mainstream wrestling anyway, probably the youngest ever, because the next after that will probably be MJF, and he was 25.
Yeah. So
WWE, Orton's probably still.
Paige was a young champ though.
Yeah, women's champ.
Fair. 18.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah,
that is mad. Younger than
we
me.
all know that story from Fighting with My Family. Great movie.
Someone was saying the other week that they'd not watched that movie, and I was very disappointed in them.
Yes,
I
very.
think it was a very good movie. Very enjoyable. Watched it in the cinema, and then
after the celebration, or rather during the celebration, Chris Benoit would come back to the ring and demand that Randy Orton shake his hand, which he did.
So, fair enough. Yeah.
Show of sportsmanship there from Randy Orton and Chris Benoit. Then he would leave him to his celebration because they still had quite a bit of time left.
A lot of confetti to release.
A lot of corners to display his title.
I think and get all the pictures.
To answer your question, Randy Orton is still the youngest WWE champion.
How old? 23 or 24?
24.
Yeah. I think, like you said about the format, though, you do not really get that anymore, because if you look at the last 5 years, Roman's title has obviously been firmly strapped to his shoulders, and look at the format now. Apart from the big four, it's 5 matches a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So they'll have the tag titles haven't been defended since Mania now, which they used to be on every show.
IC title gets defended.
IC title gets defended.
US every now and again.
US is kind of dropped, to be honest.
Yeah.
But even with the world titles, it's very
and
few.
then you got the women's tag titles that are just there.
They're probably the most regularly changed titles, I'd say.
Yeah. That is the end of the pay-per-view. Really good pay-per-view, I'd suggest.
And even though it's weird to say this, but even though I haven't watched it, I still feel thoroughly kind of
confused.
Thoroughly informed as to what happened, and we'll look forward to.
Yeah. How about say? I think once you watch it, I think you're like. You can tell like some of the difference like back then to like how WWE is now. Big difference.
Yeah. But, as Arthur is confused and obviously forgetting that we are still live on this podcast episode. With his,
and it's live.
They call him the double dunker because he gets 2 dunks out of his dark chocolate digestive.
And he's an attractive man.
And he ain't half bad.
He likes a curry on a Saturday night.
Yep, every night.
Not just a special guest.
Plenty of peppers.
Plenty of peppers.
So really good pay-per-view. Yeah. Definitely one to watch.
I'm definitely going to check
definitely
this out.
One of the better ones in 2004.
100%.
Really, really good. And we move on to Unforgiven 2004. That is on the 12th of September.
Nice. So it's anniversary one.
Is that a SmackDown one or a Raw?
That is, I'll tell you.
What am I going to do it in Raw?
Using
Raw. I think it's a Raw one.
Louis naked.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. It is a Raw brand pay-per-view.
It's a naked exclusive pay-per-view, ladies and
Those
gentlemen.
men that could do it Raw naked.
This is why we don't have Arthur for the full hour. This is why we don't have Arthur for the full hour, because
PG's come PG-13 now, so
Arthur comes on after the watershed.
Swear word and a nice, lovely reference.
The watershed's not even started yet. We are pre-watershed by 8 minutes.
Oh my god!
Judging by when you watch this and listen to this, the 15th of August, then that might change. But solid. Even though I've not seen it,
solid.
The
pay-per-view.
sound of that and the excitement levels for that pay-per-view seemed very entertaining.
Yeah, it was, and it was Bizarro Land. And incidentally, on Raw the next night, obviously Randy Orton would have his championship celebration,
of course, with the leftover confetti.
Yeah, with the leftover confetti, the one that maybe they sweeped it up after the
put it back up there
and put it back up. It was the thumbs up, thumbs down moment for Evolution.
I'm familiar. Evolution is a mystery.
Yes. So
I like.
There would be a championship rematch between Chris Benoit and Randy Orton on the Raw show.
The night after.
Yeah, the night after.
Oh, because they used to do that, didn't they?
Yes. Exercised his rematch clause, and
Can I just point this out? And I'm sorry, we're past the watershed, but I've got to state the utter bullshit that's just happened in front of my eyes, right? So Arthur's just come out. He stood next to me, right? No, I have to for this, right? Arthur's just come out, bless him, and he's got his 2 mini rolls that are left. He's eaten the other 3. And he's just come up to Conor here and said, "Would you like a mini?" He didn't even say anything. He just looked at him in a very sensual way and said, "Would you like a mini roll?" Connor's just whispered, "I'm watching my figure." Now, I'm sure the viewers could agree. Have you ever heard such bullshit in all your life? I don't think I have. Thank you very much. He's just... Oh,
He's just jealous of Connor's
figure. So I'm going to have to release this later.
I don't know what time it is, but it's
55 minutes past.
55 minutes past. So we've got 5 minutes to fill.
To fill, yeah.
And we're going to talk about Arthur's stunning physique and his mini roll addiction.
Yeah. So Unforgiven is the next pay per view on the 12th of September. Like I say, the Raw after this show. It was a thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I was just going to say, yeah, because obviously the automatic.
So would that be Triple H versus
Triple H, Randy Orton?
Because it was
Unforgiven.
Because didn't he have it for like a month and he dropped it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because Triple H is like, "This is mine. This is mine.
This is mine," and it was his, and he won it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a jealous Triple H moment. This point.
Yeah, yes. To follow up from Conor, like you don't get. Sorry, we're keeping you awake here, Conor. We're not even at the watershed. So you don't really get many automatic championship rematches. For some reason, it's very weird like that now. You don't get that automatic. Because I remember, even up to a couple of years ago, you get the automatic rematch the night after a pay per view. It'd be really good.
Yeah, you can exercise your rematch.
But now
you don't really get it.
Now you don't really get it. It's kind of a one and done.
And there was also back in the day, there was a 30-day defense clause as well.
Yeah.
Yes, and they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore either.
I saw that.
Defend the title in 30 days.
Yeah, I remember that because they did that with Naomi, and she could have easily kept hold of it. And they've done it with Wheeler Yuta recently in AEW. Had the Ring of Honor, was it Pure title?
Yeah.
And he had it for 3 months and didn't defend it.
Yeah, okay. And then they stripped it.
And then obviously Roman Reigns just picks when he chooses to show up and defends the title. Probably every 4 months.
No one understands how missed Roman is right now.
Yes.
I'm happy.
Me included.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. To be fair, I think some people I'm glad that you don't have the title anymore. But then I come to realise that
it was taken for granted.
We do need Roman. We do need Roman. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't have a superhero without a supervillain.
Exactly. That's the perfect way of summing it up. I love Cody's title reign so far. I think it's okay.
It's okay, but I think it could have been a
decent steam behind it. But I think it's one of them things when you knew it was going to happen, and now it's like, what do we do now? And I think Roman having about 4 years kind of solidified that, like you say, you need that super villain.
Yes, you do.
For everyone to try and beat.
For every Superman, you need a super.
Yes.
It's like a Batman needs a Joker and all that,
Batman, Joker.
Yeah. Spider-Man, Green Goblin.
So, yeah, absolutely, and you need that, and that's the same in wrestling. It's the same in Aspire as well. We've got the superheroes, we've got the supervillains.
Yeah.
Incidentally, we're at Comic.
We are at a second Comic Con coming up on the 11th of August.
But we won't. That'll be before this, but it's worth saying anyway.
Oh, of course it will.
Yeah, it's worth saying.
Well, if you want to
17th.
If you want to,
17th of August.
If you want to follow Aspire Wrestling Alliance, of course, on Facebook and all the socials, because you're on all of them, aren't we?
Yes.
The TikTok, the Instagram,
the
Facebook,
TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
We're on YouTube as well. That's important to note. So obviously keep following up. We've got loads of shows coming up: August, September, October,
and some really exciting things happening with.
Videos. And
also we're really hitting the ground running with all the social media.
100%. And also, just to add in this, we are halfway through into a summer tour at the moment.
Yes,
we're in a tour.
Well, more dates are being added.
More dates.
Yeah, more dates have been added. It was supposed to be a quiet August, and now we've got more entertainment.
Summer 16, I think, is the last round
semi-finals. Finals.
Semi-finals. So we've got the summer qualifier 16 coming to a head on the 17th. Some next matches, and then September is the main match.
And then you got the beautiful main event of Eden versus Mayhem.
Absolutely.
On August 17th.
That's going to be a banger.
Yeah,
We've
I'm
got
not
John
looking
Lee
forward
versus
to,
Robin Gray. We've got Muzzy
looking forward
versus
to Mayhem's
Razor Johnson. We've got Lewis versus Sweeney, and I think that's everyone.
To be fair, I just
No,
I
we've got
hope you
what's it called? Is it Rich Robinson versus Nate Blade or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, crossfire. Crossfire!
merch, as I mentioned earlier, merchandise. Shut up, Muzzy. I'm trying to plug my merch. As I mentioned earlier, merchandise is available from the.
I'm gonna have
of course,
to mark this as having an advert in it. Aren't I?
Yeah. That's right. I'll take.
You tired of boring?
No, it's paid advertisement. You pay me.
So merchandise will be available from the merchandise table, of course, because why wouldn't it be? You can buy all different types of. Shut up! You can buy all different
Mobby
types.
Cross will be selling it.
Mother Cross will be my volunteer / non-paid worker. She'll be flogging my merchandise at a very fair price, which is advertised on my social media account.
$49.95.
And for you, there's a discount
of
of absolutely nothing.
I'll even be kind and sign it for you. So, yeah, make
Wow.
But seriously, yeah, if you guys could get behind Aspire, it's you're really great. And we've got the GoFundMe as well, which I'm sure Luke will post.
We've got to go from
Trying to kind of get that up. We're getting close. We're doing the best that we can.
Come on, let's keep it going.
We need to get behind it.
Going.
So,
come on, guys, keep it going.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, do your thing.
Right, so that is the end of the pay-per-view. So, pay-per-view podcast.
Yeah, there we go.
For this one, for August, SummerSlam at 2004.
We've done well.
And just want to say thank you to my wrestling friends.
What we've done there, can I just put this into perspective? What we've recorded is an hour and a half.
Yes.
The SummerSlam pre-show is 3 hours.
3 hours.
Saturday. So we've only done we've only covered half the show. For a 6 to 8 match card.
Yeah.
We are.
Oh my god.
We are doing well. You can call me Corey Graves.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to thank Conor. Bye. Muzzy.
Take care, guys. Peace.
He's a bit slow.
And and Eddie Cross.
Cheers, guys. It's been an honour.
And from me, your host Luke, you're the Cheap Shot Nation. And we'll see you next time for more quick reviews. Not quick reviews. These are not quick reviews.
An hour and a half is quick.
That was my movie channel, Quick Shot Reviews. Quick Shot Reviews, because they are quick. These are an hour and a half. Yeah.
I'm now airing Conor's high five.
Minutes.
He's just high-fived himself because I'm not high-fiving him for that comment.
Yeah, so this is Cheap Shot Entertainment, and these are retro reviews. So we're moving on through 2004, and we'll continue to do so. And there might be some other podcasts in between.
Yeah, there will.
Yeah.
You can arrange those. They'll definitely be happening. So, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching and or listening. Goodbye.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Shut up.
Yeah.